Back with another late night voiceover. Let's get right into it. I have a number two guard, 6 millimeter lever open. My lever stays open throughout 95% of the haircut, and yours should too, especially if you're a beginner. You want to simplify cutting hair. Once you simplify cutting hair, it's going to be so much easier for you to understand. Once you understand cutting hair, then you can implement your own little technique, your own tips, tricks, whatever you want to do, and get better. But first, you got to really, really, really simplify it. Simplify, understand, and then do your thing. All right. So from now, lever open. It's a 6 millimeter guard. Please keep in mind that metal guards and plastic guards are definitely different. For example, the half guard uh, compared the half guard for walls and Babyliss, I believe is a different millimeter size than the zero guard for Andes. And I don't think Andes has a half guard; they have a zero guard, and I don't think Wall has a zero guard; they have a half guard. My point is, millimeters are very helpful, so learn your millimeters, and if you want to go by millimeters, then go by millimeters. Right here, I'm just trying to get the shape right. Once I get the shape right, it's so much easier for myself or for me to get the blend right. And you want to go with the shape of the head, go with the shape of the style that the client wants, and you want to keep that throughout all of your guidelines. For example, he wants a little drop in the back, and you're gonna see me right here with my trimmers. I'm gonna go over the ear and then drop in the back, and I'm keeping about the same um, width throughout the whole, I guess, guideline. And in a couple steps, you're gonna see exactly what I'm talking about. I'm gonna grab my fingers and pinch them like an inch, and I'm gonna go and go over the line. I hope I'm not confusing you guys, but you want to keep the same shape throughout the whole haircut. Right here, I'm not taking too long with it. Like I say in every single haircut, your zero guideline should not take too long at all. Okay? People always ask me, how do I get faster? How do I get faster? Well, you want to just get in and get out. It's as simple as that. Like that's the only way to get faster. If you're a person who likes detailing, then okay, cool. That's your thing. You shouldn't be worried about getting faster because if you're a detailed barber, then you're the type of barber that probably takes an hour on the haircuts, but you charge a little bit more than a 30-minute barber. Like I'm a 30, 40-minute barber. I'm not going to be charging $200 for a haircut. But somebody that might take an hour and a half might be charging you $200 for a haircut because it's great detail, this and that, blah, blah, blah. Just find out what type of barber you are. Right here, I'm freehanding. And it's the same thing. I'm just trying to get a nice, nice shape and I'm really worried, not worried, I'm really focused on the shape right here, especially with this haircut because he has curly hair on top. And curly hair, I don't struggle with curly hair, but curly hair is a little more tedious. I think that's the word I'm looking for. But I love this guy's haircut. Like he's probably watching this video right now. I love your haircut, bro. Anyway, no guard, lever open, and I'm following my zero line. And look, I'm in, out. I'm probably gonna go back, get a couple spots that I see that are not the same, and that's it. It's as simple as that. Get in, get out, go on to the next step, guys. Don't over complicate. This is 3.5 minutes running time, and I'm already like 25-40% of the haircut is done. Obviously, it's only one side, but right here with the 1.5 guard, I'm blending down now. So I started blending up with my zero and my half. I went up. Now I'm coming down. I'm blending the 1.5 guard straight into the 2 guard lever open with a flicking motion. You want to maintain that flick motion. And right here, I'm going a little bit too fast. If you're a beginner, don't worry about going fast. Do not worry about going fast. Worry about understanding the steps and that muscle memory. You're going to build that muscle memory after like so many haircuts. I'm sorry that my back is on my fucking phone. I don't know why I do that. But anyway, I'm blending it right into the top. And the whole purpose of blending down is that you have less guidelines to work with. And the least amount of guidelines that you have to work with, the faster your fade is gonna be. Why? Well, because you don't make a guideline, then take it out, then make another guideline, then take it out, then make another guideline. You see this right here? That little motion is what I was talking about, by the way. Anyway, that's why I blend down. It just increases your time naturally. Right here, I'm with the 1 guard lever open with the 3 millimeter. And like I said, it's the same lever open. I hope my back going from left to right isn't um distracting you guys or it's not annoying you guys. If it is, please let me know in the comments and I'll fix it. But I do that just because some people think that I skip, or like you're missing out on something when I skip. If I skip something, it's probably just because like I'm going into my locker getting another guard and then taking it out, and I don't want to waste 15, 10 seconds of your life. So I just skip that. And sometimes I skip when I go in front of my camera like this because it's inevitable. I have to keep the camera where it is. But anyway, yeah, I'm with the one guard and I'm blending right underneath the 1.5 guard. And I'm maintaining that same flicking motion. It's a nice and simple motion. I do it a little bit faster, but you shouldn't. Just keep it nice and smooth. A nice little strokes, you know. It's the smooth, nice strokes that, people like. Uh, this is with the thinning shears, and I'm going nice and smooth. I'm not fast with the shears. With the shears, I'm just wherever I see somewhere dark, I hit it barely, and if it's still dark, then I go a little deeper, and if it's still dark, then I go a little deeper, and I just keep going over and over again with the thinning shears. And you see, I'm using my hands. When I first started cutting hair, I thought everything had to be natural. It doesn't. Like, you don't just have to use your comb, or you don't just have to use your clippers. If you want to like pick hair out with your thumbs, with your hands, whatever it is that you have to do to make the haircut look nice, do it. Okay, do it. Your job is to make the haircut look nice. It's not. Some people might be better with shears than you are. Some people might be faster with the one guard. Some people might be better than you at a flicking motion. That doesn't matter. You play your own game. When you're at the barbershop, it's you and your client. That's it. You're competing against yourself. You're competing against your own customer service, and people who sit in your chair. That's the only person who you're competing with. Don't be like, oh yeah, that guy's faster than me at shear work. Doesn't matter. If you do a good job and he does a good job, it doesn't matter who's faster as long as you're fully booked. That should be your main priority. This is a half guard, and I'm doing the same thing. I'm going under the one guard. If you know how to count, you know how to cut hair. So the first one was two. Right underneath that is 1.5. Right underneath that is one guard, and right underneath that is a half guard. And guess what's underneath the half guard? You guessed it, it's a zero. It's a no guard, no guard. So right here, you see how it's already, his hair is so nice, man. Like, it just kind of smooth. This is just me being a little extra detailed. Honestly, you don't even need this. Uh, I'm about to waste like 2 minutes of the time over perfecting this haircut. And don't get me wrong, I'm not saying I rush on my haircuts, but like, this is not necessary. Like, the haircut looks good already. I take the zero line out and he's good to go. That's it. Usually I'm not saying I treat anyone different. I'm not saying that, but I do charge $60 to $75 for the 9 a.m. appointments, and he happens to be at 9 a.m. And yeah, I'm just putting a little bit more detail. Not saying, like I said, that's not a bad thing. I'm not saying that his regular $45 or $50 haircut is any less good than the $60, $75 haircut. I'm not saying that, okay? He's just paying for the time. I had to get into work early, so he's paying extra. You work extra, you get paid extra. You go work and you get paid time and a half. That's basically me doing this. I come to work extra, then I get paid time and a half. Anyway, now I'm using my no guard lever open, and I'm just maintaining that same flicky motion, that same flicky motion. This guy's looking at me like, what the hell's going on with this weirdo? I don't even know what the hell is going on. There's something in my ear or something. Anyway, nice flicky motion. Right here is about halfway lever open, and I'm going across the whole, and you can see that line just fading away, fading away. It's very, very soft. Now I've closed it all the way, and I'm using my teeth, and I'm barely hitting it. Yeah, damn. I'm actually pretty good at cutting hair. That's not that bad. Anyway, yeah, you just want to keep doing the same motion over. You see how simple it is? You count down two, 1.5, one, half, zero. That's simple, right? And then you just, wherever you see it's light, you just hit it. Cutting hair is that simple. When you overcomplicate it is when it starts to become hard. And then when it becomes hard, you don't want to do it anymore. And when you don't want to do it anymore and you have to come back and do it because you're like, hey man, I actually chose to do this. This is the only way that I can make money. Well, guess what? You're not going to like it. And that just creates a horrible life. And you don't want that. So the first step is, it's always with your attitude. It always starts with your attitude. And I tell this to everybody, Jose, how do I get bugged? How do I get more haircuts? How do I? Well, first you got to change your attitude. That's it. If you're not getting booked and you're good at cutting hair, it's most likely your attitude. It's your attitude or your work ethic. That's simple as that. Look at yourself in the mirror and be like, you know what? Do I have a great attitude? The answer is no, then there's your answer. That's what you need to change to get booked. If you have a great work ethic and you're good at cutting hair, it's your attitude. If you have a great attitude and a great work ethic, then you're not that good at cutting hair. It's really the trifecta, right? That's a trifecta. Customer experience, which is your attitude, quality, which is how good you are at cutting hair, your skills, and then availability, which is your work ethic. If you have those three on lock, I guarantee you, you're going to get booked. So I'm going to repeat that. Your availability, your work ethic is the same thing, availability and work ethic. Your skills as a barber, how good you are at cutting hair, and then your attitude, your customer service. Work on those three. I guarantee you in a year, and it doesn't happen overnight, okay? It doesn't happen overnight. It didn't happen overnight for me. It took me about a year and a half to get fully booked. About a year in, I was like 70 to 90% booked. But it's just being, I guess, I don't want to toot my own horn, but I'm a pretty positive guy. Everybody that sits in my chair, I would like to think that they like talking to me. I mean, from the videos, if you watch my videos, I guess, you get the same me that my clients get. I crack some jokes here and there. The only thing that it's a one sided conversation. So imagine this. Imagine me yapping for over here 14 minutes, but then you're actually yapping along with me. Just talking shit, talking sports. Something happened with your girl, something happened with your relationship. Number one question I ask my clients when they come in is, how are you and your girl doing? Because I genuinely do care. I genuinely do care. How's work? What's going on with the family? How's your family? This and that, blah, blah, blah. I genuinely do care. And that just, it kind of benefits me even more because they see me as their friend. And I am their friend, honestly. Like, I know these guys by name. I know exactly what they do. I remember damn near everything. Like, I know my boy Alberto over here. Like, I know shit. I might know him better than he knows himself, honestly. Look at him. He looks lost. I definitely know him better than he knows himself. But anyway, it's all simple. Everything's simple. Have a nice good attitude. Simplify cutting hair. You're gonna be like, damn, that dude was onto something. Right here, he doesn't get a lineup, so I'm just lining up his little C cups. I don't know what else people call them. I call them C cups. And the fade is looking nice. The fade is looking crispy. I still haven't cut the top. I'm gonna cut the top a little bit. But we're pretty much done with the haircut. I'm gonna bald it out. Everyone always asks me, do I bald it out? Yes, I do bald it out, but like, I feel like that's such an easy step that I don't even include it in any of my hair in my videos. Cause like obviously I'm gonna bald it out. Like, right? Is that not obvious? I don't know. To me it's obvious. Somebody doesn't show them balding out, I'm gonna think to myself, they probably did it on camera. But anyway, I don't know why people always like, there's always something wrong with my videos. Always. Somebody always finds something wrong with the videos, but it's all good. I like them. That's what matters. Um, right here, I'm just kind of fluffing his haircut up because I'm gonna take a video before I cut it. Because this guy likes his hair short. I personally like it the way it is right now. Yeah, there you go with the balder. See, I told you guys the balder was coming. For all you fucking weirdos out there, hey, are you gonna bald? Yes, I do bald my clients out. Yes, I do it. Whoa, hey, that was a little too fast, actually. I'm probably gonna go back with the balder. Don't worry, guys. I'm probably gonna go back with the balder. I think I should. I hope so. If not, I scammed this guy for sure. For sure, scammed him off this haircut. Right here, I'm just detailing a little bit, tiny bit. And I'm late as hell. Damn, is that 47 in the back? His appointment was at 9, so I'm assuming it's 9:47. But my clock is usually 3 to 4 minutes ahead, so we're gonna assume it's 9:43. I'm just yapping now, guys. Like, I mean, there's no tutorial anymore. Like, this is me just yapping. The haircut's basically over. I'm gonna show you guys the after. I hope you guys liked the video, and stay tuned for the next episode of how to cut hair from a guy who was watching YouTube videos on how to cut hair.